Some couples argue about money, kids, or chores. We argue about who loads the dishwasher wrong, and yes, there is a wrong way.
We just so happen to be your way.
No, my way gets the dishes clean. Your way defies the laws of common sense.
Which is still more reliable than your laws of logic.
Welcome to Half Right, the show where Tonie is calm, reasonable, and logical.
And Ricky is here.
Well, today we're talking about couples disagreements, which is apropos because I already disagree with that introduction.
And we're off to a perfect start. So what do we argue about? Well, number one on the list is the remote control.
Oh, yeah, the TV remote war.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's just sort of like a guy thing. You wouldn't understand. The remote should be next to me as God intended. Maybe we should just move along to the next point, which is kitchen etiquette.
Oh boy.
So I do most of the cooking in our house.
Very good cook.
Yeah, thank you. See, we do have some truth. But anyway, so yeah, I probably do 95% of the cooking. I just enjoy it more than you. And but I have to admit, I am just a tiny bit messy when I cook.
I don't know about your definition of a tiny bit messy. I mean, the kitchen looks like a crime scene after you've been there.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. Exaggerate much. Okay, let's move on to another point that we might argue a little bit about, and that's temperature wars.
I think that's a common topic, right? Of contention for couples.
I think so. It's like I'm hot, you're cold. I think it's a lot of times when we're watching TV in the evening, I'm sitting there sweating and you're wrapped up in your throw blanket like a burrito.
Or the air is hitting you directly in the face, so you turn it up to turn it.
Yeah.
There's always something with it. Thank goodness for the app. Now we have an app on our phone.
Yeah, that's right. We can just sort of grab our phone, and that's where the war part comes in. We're constantly grabbing our phone. But okay, let's move on to driving and parking.
Oh boy.
So
I mean, you're a good driver. You've driven thousands and thousands of miles.
Over 1 million miles during
Right.
1 million miles of accident-free driving when I was a trucker.
Right, but you're used to driving chickens and dried dog food, not people. So yeah, I keep on knocking my head on the window when you turn.
Oh, please. Yeah. Well, we want to get into that, but let's discuss your parking skills as a rebuttal to that. So I will give you credit where credit is due. You're very good at backing. You're probably better at backing a car than I am.
And parallel parking.
And you're very good at that, due to where you grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to know how to parallel park. So I'll say on those two things, you're better than I am in a car. But when it comes to parking front ways, the traditional way, for some reason you were not blessed with that gene. It's like, oh my God, Stevie Wonder could do a better job. So,
I'm not that bad.
Oh, yes, you are. Okay, so let's move along to time management.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, so I'm very prompt. Especially due to my military background, I like to be early for events or for getting ready. It's like, let's be 15 minutes early. Let's leave, 15, 20 minutes ahead of time just in case, just for contingencies. You, on the other hand, it's like, now I will again give you credit where credit is due for work-related, events. You're very prompt, very efficient, very reliable. But when it comes to day-to-day activities, I think some of the residue of your original Latin culture has remained with you because Latin culture in general is much more laid back than American culture. When they say 8 o'clock, it means 8ish. When I say 8 o'clock, I mean 7:45. So yeah, that's a point of contention. It's like sometimes when I'm ready to go, you're still trying to decide what you're going to wear.
Interesting. So many times I say, okay, I'll be in the car because somebody is supposed to be ready, but last minute forgets something.
Okay, well, I guess there are exceptions to every rule. Okay, so yeah, I'm not perfect, sue me. Okay, and food battles, there's a good one.
So I love the fact that you cook and you're a wonderful cook, but we always struggle with deciding what to eat, either what to eat or where to go.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I cannot argue with that one. It normally takes us as much, if not more time to decide what or where to eat as it does to eat it. But the thing I want to bring up, the thing that grinds in my craw, is when I prepare meals and I bring them to you. It doesn't matter what it is. We could have soup and you ask, where's the knife? It's like, well, I remember one night we had taco night and you wanted a knife. It's like, what in God's name do you need a knife for with a taco? What are you doing, performing surgery?
Well, but again, for people who didn't grow up in a barn, pushing your foot onto your fork with a knife is better than with your finger, like some people. I rest my case.
Okay, we're just going to leave that one alone for now, okay?
Now, let's talk about the big arguments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kids, money, big decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, luckily, we haven't had really those big nuclear arguments.
No, I agree. We really don't have those, and I'm happy. I'm happy for that.
Mm-hmm.
But so what are some of the reasons you think that we do not go nuclear in our arguments?
Well, we have known each other now for 18 years.
18 years.
And so we have gotten to know each other. We understand each other better. So we have learned how to communicate with each other.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I mean, after 18 years, we can sometimes almost finish one another's sentences.
And when I finish your sentences, I usually say, it didn't happen that way.
Okay. I'll give you that one. Good one. Okay, and then there's a age. It's like as we've already mentioned, we're both over 60 now. So I think older people, I know it's true in my case, we just don't want drama in our lives anymore. It's like drama is draining and exhausting, and yeah, I think we can agree we just don't want that in our lives.
We don't have time for that.
No, you just don't. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. And then mutual trust and respect.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I mean, really, we agree on most things, and the things that we don't agree on are not major, issues.
Yeah.
So that's, mutual respect. We trust each other. We respect each other.
Yeah. And one thing we also agree on is that we enjoy being together and doing things together, but we both like our personal time, our personal space too. So we allow each other that.
Yes,
so.
Very important.
And I think lastly, it's just love. If you love somebody, you don't want those nuclear DEFCON 1 level scorched earth arguments.
Absolutely. The relationship is more important than any one argument.
I 100% agree with you there. So overall, I think love is maybe the secret ingredient. Would you agree with that?
I absolutely agree.
Well, maybe love and occasionally a good pair of noise-canceling headphones. So now, not because we're necessarily smart, but because we're just over 60, so we have some wisdom to share in this regard. So I think a good place to start might be perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. And we kind of talked about that. As you're older, you have more perspective. You have had more life experiences, and you realize certain things are not as important to be upset about.
Yeah, and most arguments, when you have the right perspective, you realize they're not about winning, they're about not losing your partner.
That's right. That's right.
And another aspect of our wisdom that we might share is practice. Like you learn how to argue without letting it get to that nuclear level.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I don't think that we've had in many, many years any argument where, it even escalates to, a small amount.
No, I mean, we, of course, annoy each other,
Yeah.
but we don't let it get to that next level.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes from practice. That comes from knowing one another and respecting one another.
For sure.
And another aspect, they're just bigger fish to fry.
Mm-hmm.
It's like as you get older, you just learn that, it's just not worth the fireworks.
That is true. And you ask yourself, is this the hill you want to die on?
And usually the answer is no. Heck, it's usually not even the curb you want to trip over. And I think one of the most important nuggets of wisdom we can pass along is using humor, as armor.
For sure.
I think along with love, humor is the other secret ingredient. It's like learn to laugh at yourself, learn not to take yourself so damn seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I have to credit our sense of humor as, one of the ingredients for a long relationship. We can laugh at each other. We can laugh at ourselves. I don't know how many times, even when you're miles away, something happens, and I usually say, so whose fault is that?
That's one of our running jokes. It's like, whose fault is that? Yours. I'm not sure exactly how, but I know it is. But so we even turn our little minor annoyances into comedy skits that we can laugh about. Mm-hmm. So I think, love and humor are the two secret ingredients to a long and happy relationship.
I agree.
That's my take. Mm-hmm. And finally, compromise.
Yeah, sometimes it's not I'm right, you're wrong, is we have to meet in the middle.
And if you absolutely just can't agree, just give her the win.
I like that, yes.
So disagreements can be healthy in a marriage.
So can knowing when to stop talking.
Point taken.
Finally. Please be sure to like and subscribe to this channel.
You know you want to, so do it. Just do it. So, you have to admit that your parking skills leave a lot to be desired. You could probably park diagonally in a parallel universe.
I just like creative parking.
Yeah, right. When you find a note on the windshield that says parking fine, it does not mean you did a good job.
Whoever wrote that sign has zero taste.